There we go. Hey, I'm back. Arlene, Bishop. Aw. Well, we're glad that you're healing up. Good to see you're healing up. Thank you so much for the super chat. Writing everything down. Hang on. We're glad you're healing. Oh, I'm dropping things here. Mitz, Linda, Picola, good morning. Amaris, Darla, Linda, Miranda. She was at Mary's this morning, Picola. Deb Bishop was at Mary's this morning and said she was typing with one finger, but she's improving. Let's see. Connie, Janice. I know I'm missing people. So over at Mary's this morning, Roy was saying he was talking about how he used to do calligraphy, and I used to do calligraphy 2 years ago. And I told him he needed to try brush lettering. Now, that's not what I want to do today, but I'm going to do a little bit of it just to show him a little bit about brush lettering and using the markers. And then I'm going to do some sketching. I got inspired by two things. One, I got inspired by my new sketchbook. And then Kathy Arbor was doing some botanical sketching. So, she was doing painting too. I don't know what I'll paint, if I'll do watercolor ink or what yet. But so we're just going to do a little hodgepodge of, maybe some sketching, some brush lettering. We're going to do our Society of Idea Collector homework announcement. Hi, Pamela, Nancy, Diane, Trisha, Janet. So, yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on. Hi again, Julie Topaz. What a wonderful Wednesday. Happy hump day. So yeah. I am expecting, now I don't know if it'll come while I'm streaming, but I'm expecting an Amazon order and a jet pen order in my mail. The jet pen will come in my mail. I'm not sure how my Amazon will come. And I don't know if Amazon will be here before my stream is over. But if the stuff comes in while I'm streaming, we'll bust it out. Let's see. Mary. I said, just on you, Trisha? I think so. Trisha, Darla. I said hi to some of y'all over at Mary's this morning. I had Mary on in the background while Mary Autier, while I was getting things set up and ready. So, yeah. So anyway, we'll do that. So look focused, guys. I got my zine in from Janet. I'm going to read that. And also, I got a Gail T. I don't know that she's ever said her name, and I'm not sure what Gail T is. So Gail T, if you sent me this, thank you for the check, and also let me know where to send you a print. The address on the envelope is a business address, and it was all like a stamp, and I couldn't read it. So if you let me know, Gail, where to send you a print, and Gail T. I know we have 2 or 3 Gails, but I don't know who you are. So if you let me know who you are so I can thank you properly, I'd appreciate it. So thank you, Gail T. Let's see, who else? Rhonda. Let's see. I'm trying to say hi to everybody. If I missed you, no, it's not Picola. That's not the name on the envelope anyway. That's not the one. It's a different one. So I don't know. I don't know that I know who this is, but I just want to, if she wants a print, I don't have any way to get in touch with her. So if you're watching this, Gail T, and this And this is your card. Let me know where to send you a print. Let's see. Janet is the zine queen, Trisha, for sure. For sure. And I'm going to read her zine to y'all in a little bit, in a few minutes. And so, anyway, I pulled this book out to just do a little practice out of to show Roy or anybody who wants to see some brush lettering. Jen and I were going to get all into brush lettering a couple, well, maybe 3 years ago. I don't remember how many years ago we were going to really get into it. And let's see, Darlene, Amorous. Hi, Tina. Good to see you. Good morning. Don't overdo, Tina. Just saying. Karina. So, yeah. So we'll do a little brush lettering with some of the Pentel Fude Touch pens. I got the colors here too. Oh, and there's that glue stick. I got some here. I have another little bag. These little bags Terry Trouble made some time ago. And so I keep some of my Fudes in there. And so, yeah, but I'm expecting a jet pen order, Janet. So, and an Amazon order. So we'll see if either one comes during the stream. Hi, Ray. Let's see. Who else? Have a light fingernail polish on today. No bright colors. I try to have something, have my nails done for y'all because it's like I feel naked if my fingernails aren't done. Janet. I know, right? Hi, Mama Four. Good to see you. It's not a big order. Just a few things. Just a few things. Yes, very ladylike polish, right, Trisha? Trisha, did you see on Monday I worked? I don't remember if you were here, lurked, or what. I worked in the Nat Geo book on Monday. Let's see. Gellin, good morning. Maseki. Kalura, good morning. Good morning, Kalura Becky. Anybody else I missed coming in? So my name's Dee Dee. I stream every Monday and Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern, but I usually come on at 8:30 to say and chat and talk with you. Janet. And so I come on early to talk, read chat and say good morning. But it is a chat show, just FYI. I'm not a teacher. These are not tutorials. They're just demos of whatever we feel like doing that day. So, yeah. Oh, work bonkers at the moment. So, okay, no, that's fine. That's fine, Trisha. I just wanted you to know that I am using your book. I am using it. And we will be doing a giveaway today. Good morning, little princess. Good morning. Oh, not like I haven't seen her all morning, but for her to come up on stream. So, yeah, this is Malibu. We will be doing another giveaway at the end of the show, or toward the end of the show. If the mods can't stay, that's fine. I understand. I'll handle it somehow. I'll herd cats somehow. But I'm going to give away another one of the flow books that Faithful Mess sent us. So she wasn't that interested in hanging out up here. There's nothing for her to. There's nothing for her that interests her up here this morning. So let's say hi, Attaché Papers. That's a cute name. Let's see. I don't think I've missed it. Julie G. So yeah, this is the zine. I know that she showed. I know that Janet showed it on her show, but I'm gonna show it again. And by the way, this is all hand done. If y'all don't follow Janet, especially on Instagram with her Zentangles, and she posts, "Hi Sylvie, hi Aunt Beck." Oh, I think I said hi to Aunt Beck. Let's see, Yvonne. And so anyway, this she did this. She hand drew this. Just saying, that's all hand done. All hand done on that envelope. So Janet is awesome Zentangler. So if you follow her on Instagram, she posts different ones and different lists of different ones. So if you want, and she's also got, I don't know, when does it close, Janet? When does your Zentangle swap close? I'm not sure. So yeah, so if you want to be in the Zentangle swap, then talk to Janet. Let me keep that here because it looks pretty. Let me put her little sticker on the back there. So we're gonna read it. Linda Patrick. I know, right, Aunt Beck? I love decorated envelopes. Back in the mail art days, we all used to do amazing mail art and send it to each other. Oh, okay. Sorry. Janet says, sorry. It closes June 1st. No time to join now. Okay. So, hi, CMP. Rain Robin, Mirkwood. Let's see. I don't think I got everything. Well, let me show y'all some of the Society of Idea Collectors that people have posted. Julie posted one where the homework, and I'll read all the homework from the past 4. Well, today will be week 4, I think. Is that right? Today's going to be week 4. I'll read them all to y'all again. So if you want to try to catch, well, I say try to catch up. There's really no beginning or end to Society of Idea Collectors. You're collecting ideas, right? You're collecting ideas in whatever book or way you want, whether it's a sketchbook. I have this one is the one I've been using right now for you guys, but my personal ones, it usually starts on a Post-it note and then ends up in a 3-ring binder. So there's really no end to making lists and mind mapping and collecting your ideas. But I thought it would be fun to do one a week as long as people are interested in doing it. You don't have to post anything. I'm going to do in a couple of weeks, I'll probably do a specific Society of Idea Collector video stream so that y'all can leave comments and say what you are getting out of it. And then y'all will all be in a drawing or something like something like that in a few weeks. I got to get my granddaughter settled in her dorm before I get too involved in anything else. And, I got my garden and, other things going on too. Yeah, 3-ring circus. That's good, Tina. Tina, I like that. A 3-ring circus. I like that. I'm writing it down, Tina. 3-ring circus. I like that because that's kind of what it is. Tina T. I like that, Tina. I'm not going to put it in the wingnut book because I want to put that in my Society Idea Collector so I remember that. That's good. Okay, so back to here. So Julie Topaz, some from 2018 were still up from the syllabus journal. Yeah, we did a syllabus journal sometime years ago. We've done all kinds of things on Society of Idea Collector. Again, it's an ongoing way to collect ideas throughout your life. I mean, there's no real end to it. So even when I stop giving you homework, you can still add to your Society of Idea Collectors forever. So the prompt from last week was to make a list of things you want to understand better or learn more about. And I'm guessing Julie, I haven't read over here what she said, but I'm guessing Julie Topaz is talking about her Native American heritage that she wants to learn more about. Am I correct, Julie? There's no flip over this time. Missed it last time. Her last Society of Idea post has 10. She showed a whole bunch. Well, let me just go over here and show you. Here's her. She has all. Here's some of Julie Topaz, a Society of Idea collector. So Topaz Pearl Girl, or go to follow her, but then hashtag Society of Idea Collectors, all one word. And so yeah, Julie's been busy. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Jonica. Who else am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing people. Ashley. Okay, Mama Four. Thanks for stopping in. Hurry back. Crystals and Gemstones. Okay, is that what that one was? Okay, so I haven't read it. Okay, so I thought maybe it was more, about your heritage there. And so, okay, turquoise. Okay, I see down now, right in here. Okay. And so Julie Topaz, and then let me see here. Let me go back to Society of Idea Collectors. I saw a couple other posts. This one was posted by Jane. No, I mean Avi Arts. Let's see what's her Avery. I'm not sure what her name is here. Why am I not knowing? But Avi Arts, she posted this and she said, while making a list, here we go. While making a list of all the things I wanted to know more about, my heart broke a little, for I haven't even enough time to attempt the list. So I painted this instead. Thank you, Dee Dee, for the inspiration. Look, isn't that good? I'm glad you had time to do this. So I'm not sure who she is here or if she's even here. You don't have to be in the chat. You don't have to be in the chat. You don't have to be here to participate. Just, hashtag Society of Idea Collectors and go for it. Hi, Ann. Kimberly. I know. Isn't that awesome? I know. Isn't it awesome? It's an awesome picture. A painting. And then let's see. Trying to see anybody else's homework here is, let me go to recent. I showed Julie's. I showed that. Okay, I think I've caught up on that. Then I got one in the mail. Hang on, email. Let me go over to where I saved it. That's from Julia O. Julia O said, let me see what she said. She doesn't do IG. This is from her quote page. Her quote page. I'm not seeing the quote, but here's what she sent. So she used one of the those rice papers, Stamperia rice papers, and did a piece. So she put write it. I guess that's what my quote, because I always tell y'all to write it. Oh, write it down. There it is. Write it down, because I'm always telling you guys to write it down. So thanks, Julia O. Write it down. Let's see. Rachel Joan. I'm looking up at chat every now and then while I'm showing y'all these. And I did post some flower garden pictures on Instagram. What else have I done this since Monday? Hi, Scoops. Terry the Cougar Pins. Is that a Terry? Yes, it is. It is Terry Trouble. Terry Trouble Scoops. This is one of her pencil patches. I got 2 of them. And she sent me one, and then I bought another one, and I have these in both. I have my Pentel Fude Touch in both of them. They just don't all fit in one. So I have 2 Terry Trouble pouches with the Fude Touch in them. Yeah, very observant. Did you buy one? Did you buy one, Scoops? Is that why you recognized it? Or you just remember when I showed it a couple years ago? Yeah, it is. Hi, Kimberly. Again, I think I said hi to Kimberly. Let's see. Yes, Deb Bishop is here, and she said she's typing with one. I saw her over at Mary's this morning. So at Mary, she said she's typing with one finger, but she's awake and everything. So everybody keep her in your prayers. Scooch, you have one of her pouches too? Yeah, I really like. They're really well made. They have these handles, and they have they're just really awesome. She has her little tag on them. So yeah, I have two of them with my fude. So we're gonna do a little brush lettering, and I'm gonna do a little sketching. I'm gonna read Janet's zine. I'm gonna give you all your Society of Idea homework first, because I know not everybody can stay and they want to know what it is. And I'll tell you the other weeks so far that we've done too. Toward the end of the show, though, I'll do the Flow Big Book of Less giveaway. This is the Faithful Mess sent us some of these. And so I'm trying to give them away at least every other week, if not every week. So I'll give this one away today toward the end of the show, because I can't herd cats and then get upset and then have to stream for 3 hours. So that's my new rule. Giveaways are going to be toward the end, at least in the last hour. I got this new sketchbook, which is going to flash out my camera because it's black. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and it is. They have their Master's Touch. Let me get my ruler here. They had their Master's Touch 50% off. It's the only way I'll buy these kind of things, and it's a 10 by 10. And it has hard paper in it. It has a paper in it it's white though, but it's kind of like that thick paper that's like in the Dilutions journals, that thick cardstock paper, but it's pure white. I like white paper better than cream paper, and so that's why I got this one, because it is white paper, rounded edges, square, and 10 by 10. I would, the only thing that I could love this more is if it was about 3 times the thickness. If it was this thick, I would like it even more. So I'm going to do some botanical sketching. I think I got some stickers out to draw from, because I just didn't have everything up and where I could do some what do you call it, references on the iPad and all that. I just sketched from some stickers that I had after Kathy Arbor did and I didn't watch the whole thing. I just, saw a few minutes of it, but she and if Picola wants to put in a link to her stream from yesterday where she was doing some botanical watercolors. Again, I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know how many she did or whatever, but I just started drawing one. I haven't done anything but sketch it out. So we're going to probably do all that today. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, I have to, Tina. I have to. After that last one, the international situation, I can't function if I have to be upset for. Hang on, is that my yard guy here? Yeah. All right. So hang on, guys. He's here mowing. So let me go run down and pay him real quick. Hang on, I'll be RV. Okay, sorry guys, I have to catch him when I can because he mows and goes. Okay. All right. How warm are you? All right. So let's see what I missed. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Picola. So there's there's Kathy Arbor's channel. Thank you so much. And if y'all want to see, I posted some pretty pictures of my garden, but I'm just saying, if you want to see stunning florals. You go follow Kathy Arbor on Instagram. Let me find her here. Oh, I gotta catch my breath. Hang on, Kathy. I'll show y'all some of them real quick. Okay, well, here's the picture she did yesterday. This is the one she did yesterday. I think it's a magnolia. I'm not sure. Looks like a magnolia. I guess I could read underneath. Yeah, magnolia. So she did that yesterday. And then, but look at some of her beautiful florals. Let me back it down a little. So if you want to see some stunning floral photographs, go look at Kathy Arbor. Thanks, Pacola, my little snapdragon. I love saying that. I love saying, hi, Nanamo. Who else? I know they are Nanamo, aren't they? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read while I'm chilling for a minute, catching my breath. I'm going to read Janet's zine that she sent in from her homework. And then I'm going to give, after I do that, I'm going to give you all the homework and I'll review the last 3 weeks real quick. I did some stencil on my garden paving stone. Did you post a picture, Trisha? Trisha said she did some stencil on her garden paving stones. I bet it does. It doesn't count if there's no pictures. You have to have pictures. Let's see. Rachel John. We Canadians are very proud of Kathy. Yeah, Kathy Arbor is in Canada. Let's see. Okay, you'll post it now? Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and read Janet's zine here, and hopefully you may not be able to see it, but look, this is all handwritten, guys. This is her little zine, which is like a short for a mini magazine. That's what a zine is. And she does hers whenever Janet, I guess maybe not 100% of the time, but most of the time, Janet makes little newspapers. I know they are, Danamo. Janet makes little newspapers out of them. So the headlines, like here, look, this is the Praying Mantis Coconut Telegraph. And it is little. So in my eyes, this is tiny for me. Serving, and is it the poi poo? Is that how you say it? Yeah, poi poo. The poi poo community. And she has since 1908, May 2021. Hi, Darlene. Let's see. Fernando. Who else is here? Uncle Dan. I know I'm probably missing people coming in. You can make it up. Okay. Well, I didn't know if you know, I'm sure you said it on your channel, but I can't remember how you said it. Okay, we're going with poi poo. Local student expelled. All right, let's see. I think right here, you could probably see it. Paco, a student in the local grammar school, has been suspended for jumping on his bed during Zoom schooling. Miss Millie, the nutrition teacher, had said multiple warnings had been given. She stated further that Paco will be the death of us, providing that the frog gang doesn't get her first. That's all in quotes. Okay, Trisha, I'll look at it after this. Beauty contest winner. Remember, this is a newspaper. It's a mini newspaper, right? That Janet's created to make her zine. There's Miss Poi Poo 2021. Look at that look on her face. The Poi Poo Beauty Contest Committee is proud to announce that Miss Penelope Mantadia has been awarded the crown. The judges said that the choice was clear. Hang on, I gotta get my glasses just right. One of the judges stating that her double spined murder clamps were beyond compare. Penelope's mother, Precious, while sobbing with joy, exclaimed, I almost wish I hadn't eaten her father at conception. I know he would be so proud. Because you know that they, after they mate, the female, okay, we were able to locate one of her 10,421 siblings. Paco interrupted his bed jumping long enough to display a gagging reflex when informed of his sister's crowning. Penelope will represent Poipu in neighboring communities, promoting her platform of eliminating frog gangs as well as world peace. Congratulations. Sorry, guys, I'm not reading it real smoothly because I'm having to really focus on, because it's little, it's tiny. Teacher profile. Look at that blackboard, guys. Look how she drew that blackboard in. Isn't this? I love this. This week we profile Miss Millie, the nutrition teacher at our grammar school. Her emphasis is teaching our youngsters to avoid the sugar-laden aphids and opt for higher fiber and protein found in grasshoppers. Miss Millie is in her 5th month of her anticipated 12-month lifespan. Wanted dead or alive, $5,000 reward. Pelabates frog gang leader. Look at that look on his face. It's a little newspaper, guys. Okay, red-eyed mantis sighted. A rare specimen of the elusive red-eyed mantis was seen at the local flea market. Warning to all male mantis, do not attempt to breed this mantis. And then here's the help wanted section of the newspaper. Look down here, 1-800-MY-BED. Picked fresh daily. Leaf, picked fresh daily. Oh my gosh. And then it's leafbed.com. So there's help wanted, babysitter, contact Paco's mom, 1-800-BAD-KIDS. Teacher, school year 2022. Miss Millie's lifespan is expected to expire on 8/2021. Beach cleanup. Must be willing to pick up liquefied jellyfish. 1-800-GROSS-OUT. Counselor, working with beach cleanup crews. 1-800-FIX-KIDS. Photographer, fixing the photos in the Coconut Telegraph. Just look. And back in the very back is hands in the air like you just don't care. Isn't that amazing, guys? And this is all hand lettered in that size. This size is hand lettered. So yeah, that's this is her actual size. So that is so awesome. Hi, Mary, little sister. I'm sure I'm probably missing people coming in. Thanks, everybody. So, and then again, this envelope was all hand done with Janet's Zintangling. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? So, yeah, thank you so much, Janet, for sending me a copy. Thank you. I love it so much. Hubster and I read it yesterday when it came in the mail. Hubster loved it too. I know, right, Tina? It is awesome. Let me get a sip of juice here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me go over here to Trisha and show that real quick, and then we will do our homework. Okay. Oh, here she. Oh, that's awesome. Garden stenciling. Look what Trisha did here. Look on those pavers. Awesome. What kind of paint? I mean, do you use like a patio paint or something, Trisha? Look at that stenciling. Good job. Good job, girl. So Trisha's homework was, I want to learn more about stenciling on patio pavers. And she succeeded. No, she didn't say that. I said that. She did. That's awesome. Let's see. Connie, Kathleen, anybody else coming in I missed while I was reading? I know. Oh, so good. And she has some awesome color book pages too. I'll tell you, Trisha Green and C&P, Cat and Paste. Oh my gosh. Those two are really rocking those pages. I'm telling you. If you don't follow Cat and Paste or Trisha Green 01, then y'all go follow them on Instagram. Okay. Hi, Devin Rex. All right. So I think I showed everything. Again, go follow hashtag Society of Idea Collectors, all one word. Okay, all one word. And then Bootsy Roy said that he used to do. I was over at Mary's earlier for a little bit. Used to do calligraphy, but his hand's not steady enough to do it any longer. And I said, well, you need to get into some brush lettering. So I thought I'd show a little bit of brush lettering today, how it's so forgiving. So I pulled out a sketchbook and this and some Fude brush nib pens to do that. We'll do a giveaway toward the end, but right now we're going to talk about the Society of Idea Collectors. So get out your pens and papers. Mary, if y'all don't follow, here's Mary right here. Let me click on her. If y'all don't follow Mary, she is, she does more in the Society Idea Collectors than I do, I think. I don't think anybody does more in the Society Idea Collectors than Mary. Although I think Julie Topaz might be a quick, a second with all the art she does as well. Let's see. Okay, yeah, brush lettering is so much more forgiving, Mary, than calligraphy nibs, which that's what I used to do that in the 80s, and I was like Roy and used to do sell it back in the back in the day, but this is more forgiving, and to me it's more fun. It's more it's just more fun. You're not tensed up trying to get perfect letters like you are in calligraphy. It's just so we're going to do a little, and I just pulled one book out of my many because this one's got good examples in it. And although I should probably pull a bigger pen, maybe I'll pull what do you call it? Let me get one over here. Let's see. Do I want a color? I'll get a couple colors. I'll get a green and a blue and a pink or something. I'll do some, show you can do it with you can also do it with super tips, although you have to it does take a little practice to, turn the tip. But if you're going to do something a little smaller, like a little bit smaller than this, a Fude brush pen tip nib. And if you're going to be real small, the Micron PN, which is the plastic nib, the Micron PN. They have this kind of nib too, but just a little smaller than this. So, I'll show y'all some of that. Okay, on to the homework. On to the homework for Society of Idea Collectors. All right, let me review real quick of the last couple of weeks what we've done. So if you missed out, again, this is not something that you have to have week 1, 2, 3 done before you can even start week 4. That's not how this works. You can continuously add to your notebook, your comp book, your 3-ring binder, your circus. That's so funny, Tina. You can add to them constantly, right? So, I need to change that to week 4. You can add to these all the time. It's not like you have to do this homework or you can't move on. It doesn't work that way. You can always be doing this stuff. And I would prefer to, well, you can do what you want, but you want to always be adding to it. For instance, your list. We talked about making lists. That was week 1. And if you want, I'll tell you some of the things that we made a list on. But we started with people, places, and things. And anything alive is a people. Places can be any place, anything from your living room to Paris, Then things is anything. But what you want to do after you start making those lists is start breaking them down. Instead of just people and anything alive, then you can start doing mammals, fish, birds, anything like that. And you make a separate list for each thing that you can think of that's alive. Then places, then you want to start breaking it down to cities, countries, you know, geographical areas like mountains, beaches, desert, swamp, caves. You know, then you can start breaking it down into just more detailed lists. And I recommend you use a page, because you're going to need, it'll end up being more than one page for each item, but start with one page for each of your lists and try to make them up yourself. You can go online and put in, you can go Google it and they'll come up with lists for you. Well, you know, you can do that, but that's not really fun and it's not really teaching you anything, right? Just copying down a list off of Google. But if you know you want to, or I would recommend first making your own list. Write down every bird you can think of: bluebird, redbird, blue jay, robin, sparrow. Write down every single bird you can think of. And then when you think you've got 2 or 3 pages filled up and you can't think of any more, then go look it up if you want to. Same thing for the fish, you know, goldfish, trout, you know, whatever, you know, list of fish. So under people, places, and things, you will break those 3 things down extensively. This was week 1. And then the other lists that I recommend you make are transportation, occupations. You could do eras like the Renaissance, you know, just whatever, all the different eras you can think of. Then the other one that I list that I asked y'all to make was color names, not just red, yellow, blue, green, purple, but, you know, sky blue, you know, lime green, you know, sunshine yellow. Make a list of all the colors names that you could think of or find. And somebody suggested a box of Crayolas, the box of crayons that has 100 in it. Then look at those names and write, you know, color names. Okay, color names. And the idea, first off, from these lists, the main purpose of, well, not the main, one of the reasons you want to make all these lists is when you can't think of anything to draw, write, you know, whatever, then you want to recombine these lists. Like you can do a random, you number them all and then randomly pick, you know, random.org or whatever, you know, or just in your head say 10, 20, and 30 and go to number 10, 20, and 30 from all your different lists. And you'll have a recombined thing. And you can do 3 or 5, how many lists you want to involve yourself into drawing from. And then you'll pick those things like Janet's, what do you call it? Her praying mantis, right? I forget what it was. Janet did this one. Praying mantis, teacher or school, I forget, but anyway. And so, and then you make up either a story, a comic, a drawing, a collage, anything creative based off of your list. Okay, the other lists that you had to do were I suggested, and this was another suggested list, is a list of your supplies. You could start with, say, let's just say you have Copics. Well, you could, you know, or you could, if you have a lot of supplies, you could do Copics, pens, crayons, super tips. You could do all that, your Americana. But then what you want to do is break it down to the colors you have. You know, the names of the colors are good for your color list. So your list of supplies, and that can be however many. Oh, thanks, Bacola. That can be however many you feel like tackling. And you don't have to tackle any of these lists all at once, guys. You do not have to sit down and write down every bird in the encyclopedia to do this project. It's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing list making, later on mind mapping projects and ideas and creativity and art to make based on these ideas, right? You don't have to do it all at once. It's always, that's why I like a 3-ring binder. You don't need to start with that, but eventually your ideas are going to get this thick. Believe it or not, they will get that thick. Okay, so the color and then the other thing I recommended, if you want to know some color combinations, you can't think of color combinations to put together, go to design-seeds is it .com or .org? I can't remember. But design-seeds, you'll find it if you put in design-seeds. And there's all kinds of color combinations on that site. And then last week's homework was you were to make a list of topics that you want to understand more, learn more about, just something like Mary did one on calligraphy. And Roy was talking about it at Mary's show today, so I thought we'd try to show some brush lettering. But Mary wanted to do more about calligraphy, so she did a whole art piece on calligraphy. And I think I showed that already on Monday, but let me show it again. Let's see. Let me go over to here it is. So here was Mary's piece where she talked about wanting to learn more about calligraphy. So you can put it in your book, you can make your list, you can do a little section on the list, like Mary has it in her book. She did this little calligraphy art piece in the middle of her lists. So you can do it however you want. Okay. Hi, Jacqueline. Let's see. So that was last week's assignment homework, was to make a list of things that you want to learn or understand more and to make a piece of art. Okay. So week 1 was your lists. And those are some of the lists that I just told you. Make as many lists as you can think of. Bye, Terry. Looking forward to Survivor this season. We talked about that at Mary's. Hi, Anita. Let's see. I know I'm probably missing people coming in. All right. So week 1 was all your lists. Week 2 was to make a list of quotes or have a few pages of your favorite quotes or whatever quotes you like. I did a zine a few years ago on one of my favorite quotes is, "A book is a man's best friend." Oh, I know. How's it go? Inside. Wait a minute. Let me think in my head. Hang on. Outside of a dog. No, outside of a dog, a book is a man's best friend. Inside a dog, it's too dark to read. That's Groucho Marx. That's his Groucho's one of his quotes. But anyway, I did a zine on that one year. So anyway, the idea is to list a whole bunch of your favorite quotes, okay, quotes, and then make a piece of art from the quote. All right, whatever quote that is. That was last week's homework. And again, if you want to post it on Instagram, hashtag it Society of Idea Collectors, all one word. You don't have to post it, but at least do the assignments privately in this privacy of your home. But you don't have to post it to be involved with our Society of Idea Collector. Do not feel you have to post something every week. The idea is for you to have a collection of ideas, not for me to see them, right? I mean, it's nice to share with everybody and get everybody, involved in collecting your ideas. But the point is for you to have a notebook for your ideas. So when you don't know what to do, you don't have any inspiration, you don't feel creative, you don't think you can come up with anything, you go to that book. And I'm telling you, if you've done any of these homework assignments, you will have ideas. You will have them. All right. So here's week 4. Week 4 is I want you to make a list of opposites. Are you still here, Aunt Beck? I know Aunt Beck, she comes in and she only has time usually to get the homework and run. Okay, so you make a list of opposites. And y'all know what opposites are. I'm not going to give you any examples because I don't want you to follow my lead. I don't want you. That's why I'm not posting these things, what I'm doing. If I, come up with anything, I'm usually writing them down because I have so many other projects in the works right now. But I don't want you to be influenced by something I do. Right. I want you to do your own. I want you to come up with your own. So this week's assignment is to make you a new list. Under your list, you can tab your list. You can put little tabs. You can put post-it notes, however you want to divide up your notebook. Just pretend you're in school again. Make you a list of opposites. Okay. And then draw a collage, photo, write about, make a poem, anything you want. Some kind of art piece based on one pair of your opposites. Okay? One pair of your opposites, whatever that is, or whichever one strikes you. While you're writing things down, while you're making your list, while you're thinking about, the different things like opposites, things will occur to you. Well, what you want to do is either write that in your book or put it on a post-it note when it occurs to you right then. Don't stop. Don't say, oh, well, I'll remember that later. Get your post-it notes out, write it down right then. And even if you just stick this in your binder or your notebook for the immediate, for just right now, and then you go back to it. But if something occurs to you in the middle of your list making, write it down. Write it down. I can't stress that enough. Okay, so that's your homework for week 4 is make a list of opposites and then some kind of art piece based on opposites. Okay? So that's your homework. And I'm trying to keep up with a lot of different ideas for you guys. So, yeah. All right. So there's our Society of Idea Collector homework. Aunt Beck, you're free to go now, Aunt Beck. Oh my gosh. Hi, Val. Let's see, who else am I missing? I said hi to Devin. Okay. Okay. So Janet went and asked Terry Trouble. She does have some pencil bags left. They're $30 plus postage. Now these are all handmade, guys. Let me go get the other one so you can see both of them that I have. Hang on. This one's a little smaller, I think, and it doesn't have a handle. So if you want one with the handle, you might have to tell her that you like the one with the handle. Okay. So I have 2 different ones here, and she'll show them to you if you want to buy one from her, whatever kind you want. She has a little tag on it, and like I said, this one has a handle. So, and both of these have my Fude Touch in them, which I'm going to use for this. Okay. Yes, opposites. You know what? Some opposites. Let me give you an example. Big and little. I was going to have you do. Let's see. Let me get. Here we go. Yeah, that was last week. Thank you, Pacola. Last week's homework. Make a list of everything you'd love to understand more. History, Watchmen, anything that has puzzled you, and then make art on it. About it. And then this week is opposites. Now, what I was going to add, and if you want a little extra challenge, but I didn't make y'all do this time, but because I thought people would use big and little. See, now I've said that, now people are going to want to use big and little. But I was going to make you use big and little in your art. So if you want extra credit, when you get your opposites, then make one of them big and one of them little. Okay? Make one of them big and one of them little in your art piece. Does that make sense? Y'all got that? And just think of things that, if you can't think of anything else, then do something big and little and make an art piece out of that. But I was going to make you do opposites and then make one big and one little. But you would, I don't want to overwhelm you when you don't do it at all. Okay, so let's see. Again, I should have a jet pen order coming in the mail. I don't know if my mail will get here before the stream is over, but if it does, I'll show that. Let's see. This is a note to myself. I got Post-it notes everywhere. Everything goes on a Post-it note. Okay. Okay, that's my quote from Tina. I did show this again. Gail T. I don't know. I don't think I know you, but if you sent me this card and a check, thank you so much. You need to let me know your address because the address on the envelope was a business address and it was kind of like stamped and I couldn't really read it. So if you want to let me know where to send you a print, I will send you a print. So thank you, Gail T. Let's see. Could you say you got a jet pin or coming again? Oh, Janet. Yeah, Tina. See, Tina's, yeah, exactly, Tina. Yes, photo and Trisha, photos, collage, a poem, a sketch, a drawing, a doodle. If you want a Zentangle, anything creative. It's got to be something you enjoy doing or want to try. Otherwise, you're not going to do it. I mean, just like I show in the different abandoned books, altered books, the different books that I work into alter, if you don't like the subject matter, you are not going to do 350 pages. Just say it. You'll never finish it. I mean, I probably won't ever finish all mine anyway. I think I've got 10, 15 books going. But if you don't like it, you won't keep working it. So, and the same thing if you start, I years ago I had to pare back, some of the things like I started doing clay making, jewelry. I've tried a lot of different things, dimensional 3D boxes and things like that, dimensional art. And I had to just sit down and decide what I really enjoyed doing. I liked making my little clay people, little gnomes and elves and things. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I didn't love it as much as I did collage. Okay. So I had to start whittling away things that um, I like doing every now and then, but I didn't. Oh, thanks, Pete. I change my jewelry up all the time. Uh, but I didn't love doing it, right? The clay making, and I have the little, the pasta maker that you roll the clay through, and all the little tools, and all, I liked it, but I didn't love it more than collage. I didn't love it more than portraits, people in pet portrait drawings. I didn't love it more than that. So, at some point, if you really want to be good at something, and there's nothing wrong, if you just want to dabble here and there and be a jack of all trade, master of none, there's nothing wrong with that. But, there's only so many hours in the day. And I mean, I work at it all day and I still don't have enough hours in the day sometimes. So, so I thought I like Kathy Carter. I thought for some reason I thought it was a woman. Maybe it was the woman that no, it was a woman that did the whiteout, the whiteout letter, for typing. I think that was a woman. So, but a lot of the inventions that we have came about because of the space race, trying to do NASA and all that kind of inventions came. A lot of inventions came out of that. Okay, Scoobs, have a good one. Thank you. Have a good day. So, hi Julia. Oh, I showed your write it down, Dee Dee. I showed that earlier. Julia. Oh. Let's see. Sherry, welcome. Anybody else? Nichols. Hi, Nichols. Haven't seen you for a little bit. Good to see you. Okay. So again, we're going to do a giveaway after a while. I do plan on doing some more drawing in my new square sketchbook. I have this old sketchbook here. Well, it's not old. It's one of those ones you get at. I just put this is just one of my stickers from when you buy a iTunes card. You get stickers on the packaging. So I just stuck one on there because it matched. It matched the book. So I thought, let me just open it random here, and I'll probably have to adjust the light. And where did I do with that? Here it is. So I thought I would just do a little brush lettering. Hopefully this will be okay here, the lighting and all. So I pulled this book out here, Calligraphy Made Easy, Ashley Gardner. And she has a finished side and a side for you to work on, which I'm not going to work in the book. But she also has, look, lots of practice for you, that are lined. But one of the nice things about this brush lettering is that you can do bouncing, which means you don't go on the line. So you don't have to go on a line. So your letters can bounce. They can go way down, they can go way up, they can go slanted, they can go all different ways. So they're bounce. See, look, see how that's not straight across on the line? All this. And then there's this kind of thing where you can go over it. And now her lettering is a little bit bigger than this nib size that I have here. I probably have this size somewhere, but I didn't dig it out because this was a last minute thing that I was going to do for Roy. When I was at Mary's, Roy said that he wished he could still do calligraphy, but his hand wasn't as steady back when he was doing calligraphy. And I told him, I said, well, you need to try this brush lettering there because you don't have to have that steady of a hand. It's forgiving. So like, let me just do this for a second. Okay. So for instance, let me just do hello there. And it's not going to look exactly like this, but you'll get the idea. So let me zoom in one, I think. Well, then you won't be able to see my samples. Maybe I'll just stay here for now. Okay. So I'm just going to, and I haven't warmed up this morning. I didn't warm my hand up and warm up anything. So we'll see how this turns out, because I just wanted to show you though. So this is a Fude Touch, but you can get, it's just like, it says touch on it. It's kind of like the Pentel. It's the closest thing is what is that? Not the Pentel, the markers with all the color. Flare. Flare is the closest thing I can describe it to. However, Flare is not as flexible, and Flare is even littler than this. Your lettering will be very little. So if you want to write real little, real tiny in brush lettering, then a Flare pen, the fiber Flare pen marker will be tiny for you. I don't want it that tiny. This is kind of a medium, and you can get really big. Let me see. Look. So you can get really bigger and thicker. Okay, so let's see. Hi, Elaine. Anybody else I'm missing? Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Like I said, I haven't. So what you do is on the upstroke is thin, on the downstroke, you press harder. Upstroke is thin, down. Now, the other thing about this is you do want to go slow. You want to take your time. I'm going a little fast, but you don't want to go fast. Maybe I should slow down and show you. Down is thick, and I kind of messed that up. Up is thin, down is press. And so you can go way down here. And that should have been thin, but that's okay. Okay. I need to put pressure. And let me go a little slower. Okay. Hi, Dot. No, Janet did not stream on Monday. She had company. Sorry, it was in caps, so I automatically answer. So, and again, I didn't warm up this morning, so it's not that neat, but I want to show you a couple different ways. So now I'll show you with you can do the same thing with the bullet tip, super tip, but and it will take some practice. You're going to have to practice doing thin up, thick down. But because it's a brush, a bullet tip, you can go thin, medium, thick. You can get all kinds of it on with this bullet tip, right? All right. So again, Press down on the down, thin on the up, down on the thick, thin on the up. And again, you'll it'll be a little practice with the bullet tip, but what I'm trying to show you here is you can do it with these cheap, well, inexpensive, budget friendly uh, bullet tips, right? Okay. See, I tried to avoid that and I made it too thick there, but okay. So you can do it with, again, you'll have to do some practicing. I'm not saying you just pick this up and you're going to be able to do this like in 5 minutes. That's why she has a whole book, and there's plenty of brush lettering books out there. I'll give you the ISBN for this one. But look at all the different, she wants you to do warm ups and the different up and down. But my point is in this is it's forgiving because you're not trying to get it exactly on lines that are perfect, like in if you're doing gothic or black letter, you got to get those, right. It's very exact, right? But with brush markers, it's not so exact. So let's see here. Let me flip through and find. And there's lots of lines in this book. Some are littler. A rising tide lifts all boats. Let's go ahead and do this one here. And I'll try to do it kind of thin like this because I have it's a smaller nib. Again, if you get the micron pen, the micron, they all look, that beige color pen. Do I have one handy? Um, Hang on, let me find one. Here. A micron like this. Let me see if this is, no, this is O2. I don't know if I have a PN in here, but it'll say PN on it. Instead of like micron 05, it'll say micron PN, plastic nib. Okay, but it's in the micron, and microns are waterproof too. So, okay. Oh, thank you, Anita. Okay, so let me just kind of look. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, right? And I don't have to do it exactly. This needs to be darker. I don't have to do it in thicker, really. I don't have to do it exactly like, you know. I'm being real quiet, and then y'all can watch. You can listen to my yard guy do my yard. That's kind of should have been more together right there, but that's okay. Okay, so something like that. Hi, Riri. So, that's just with the food aid. But again, it's going to take practice, and I can splatter this now with some ink spots. But so this is an excellent book for a beginner to start out with. And again, because she has a blank and a project, one that's done and one that's not. And again, I won't write in this book. I'll just do it, on another piece of paper. And if you wanted to do, your own watercolor or whatever. But anyway, so there's lots and lots of projects in here, as you can see. Look, see how many projects? And again, one side is done, and then she leaves you a spot to do the other. And let me give you the ISBN. It is, it's tiny is what it is. Hang on, I can't see it. Very, very tiny. Okay, so the ISBN is 978-163-00981. Okay, that's the ISBN. It's normally $12.97. I got this on clearance at my Books A Million. It came out some years ago. It is a 2017, and I got it on clearance at my Books A Million. But it's $12.97. That's not bad. Piccadilly, that's a good brand. So, okay, so let's see. So there you go. There you go, Roy. I hope that gave you some inspiration. I hope that gave you some inspiration to try some brush lettering, and or anybody. All right, so let's see here. Who else is coming in? Well, look at Mary. Mary's got 36 on her list of inspiration for of opposites so far. Hi, Abigail. I know I'm missing somebody. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate everybody coming in for art inspiration. Okay, so let me move this and let me show you what I started in this journal. So let's see, Pacola, Anita, everyone here, just let's see. Some sort of journal creation lettering would be a great addition. Yeah, we do a little everything here, guys. We do a little of everything. Okay, so Kathy Arbor, which I showed you. Now this is, let me get to a white page here because the black is fighting with the camera lighting. So let me move this out of the way for a minute. I don't even know what I'm going to use to draw or what. I think I was just sketching with pencil in this. So let me just find what pencil was I using. Let me find one. Hang on. Where's one with an eraser? Let me go get the one I have with the eraser. Hang on. Okay. So my favorite, I love my Graphic Gear Blue Lead pencil, which I don't know where it is right at this exact second. It's probably in my bag of pens. But I was going to show you my Graph Gear. I love my Graph Gear, and I keep blue lead in it. But you can put any color in your Graph Gear, and I use the 07. Janet has the Graph Gear, every one. I think she has the 7, the 5, the 9, and the 11. I just have the Graph Gear 7, and I can't find it right now because the last time I used it, I think I just threw it in this bag. And now I can't find it in my bag. So I don't want to dig all day in here. So, oh wait, it might be in here. Or it might be in here. Hang on, let me look. It might be in one of these too. Let's see. Nope. Maybe in here. Nope, it's not in here either. Okay, well, anyway, it's a technical pencil, where you can refill the lead. And I can't find it right now. And I only have one of them, so it's in the bottom of that other bag. Okay, so this is my next, other than my graph gear, this is my next favorite pencil to draw with. It's a disposable paper mate #2 pencil, but do not use, well, it came off in there. Do not use the red rubber eraser that comes on them. You want to put a white plastic on them because the red rubber can leave marks, right? The red rubber erasers can leave marks. So you want to use the white plastic ones that you can, pencil extenders that you can put on there. Hi, Carla. Let's see. Hi, Jeff. I know I'm missing people coming in. Okay, so what I like about them is they're inexpensive. You can get a pack of 12. Not very expensive. They may have probably gone up. I used to be able to buy them for 99 cents for a pack of 12. But anyway, you can twist the top here, and then the pencil lead extends, right? Whereas on a like the graph gear, you click it to make it extend, but these are just disposable, right? All right. So, yeah. Actually, I have a whole bunch of those, Pete. I just saw Pete said that I should have those little monsters you can put on. But for drawing and sketching, you don't want something that's going to leave a mark like red, with the red rubber erasers. All right, so let me go back to my phone here and I'll show you what Kathy Arbor did yesterday. I did not stay for the whole show. I don't know. I don't even know if she sketched it with a pencil. I came in the middle and was there for about 5 minutes because I was in the middle of doing other things yesterday. But she did post a final picture here. Let's see. Oh, Julie's just popped up in my 101 collage journal. Okay. Oh my gosh, Julie. Look, Julie, you and Mary, y'all are so busy. Topaz Pearl Girl. Okay, so let me go find, let me go back to Kathy Arbor here. And this is what she did on her show yesterday. So if you want to see her do this, I don't know if she sketched it with a pencil first. I did not see. So, but you'll have to go over there and watch Kathy Arbor when she did this Magnolia. And watercolored it. Now, I haven't decided if I want to watercolor, ink, pen and ink. I don't know yet. But what I did is, because on Monday we did collage, and I pulled out some different collage fodder to cut out and to fussy cut out. I pulled these 3-4 sheets of collage fodder for reference, because you can find all this stuff. You can find all kinds of references online. I just happened to have these in the book, so I just pulled these. So I thought, well, I'll just draw some succulents, some cacti. So here's the ones that I sketched out with just a pencil. This guy here, I did it really big. Now, when I do something like this from reference, I draw it however I want to. I left off this snail here. I drew some of this bigger. This one right here, I drew here. I made this one a little more rounded. This one is from this one, but I added more to it. Added more spikes. I added more detail. I made this fatter. So I just kind of make it your own, unless if you're doing a botanical illustration that you're doing scientifically, where you want it to look exactly like a real plant, right? Let me find, oh no, never mind. It's in my color book collection. I can't go find that right now. That one color book where it was all different imaginative. I'm trying to picture in my other room exactly where it is so I could go get it. But I know I'm not going to be able to go. If y'all want me to, I'll go look for it for a minute. If I can't find it in a minute, I will come back. But he drew cactus and made it like lamps, jewelry. All right, let me see if I can go find it. Hang on. I can't promise, but let me look. found it. You have to listen to my yard guy for a minute. A Walk in Eden, a coloring book by Anders Nilsson. Okay. So again, and I colored a couple of them. Let me find the one I'm talking about or was thinking about. Let's see. All right, so like, look at this. Isn't that cool? Let's see. Pete Mac, Hey Potato, Kate the Skate. I'm not into comic books, but that one looks like I would like it. Yeah, it's very artsy. Very artsy. See, look. It's like he took different, like here's the one I was talking about that I colored here. He took plants and recombined them kind of a mechanical with combining it with the plants. There you go. Trying to get it to, there we go. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So anyway, this book is very, and what I wanted to show is that you don't have to just do realistic. Took a whole, made a whole world out of combining different things together here. See, isn't that cool? Look. So, whether you do something very realistic and then it has these pullouts too, like this poster comes all the way out to show a whole like world here. And this is just it's very odd. Like here in the middle of this little forest, he's got some seals. It's just really, really very, there we go. Let's see. All right. Hi, Lisa. I'm trying to catch up on people coming in too. So here's one I did with the camouflage tree. So I did this one all in greens, gray, and maroon. So everything is in green, grays, and maroon. But look at it. Look at all the just odd things that are combined in here. So that's Walk in Eden, and it's by Anders Nilsson. Let's see, ISBN. Oh, where's my, did I put it away? 9781 770462663. I feel like I'm in an eye exam. I'm trying to read the A, B. So anyway, but if you put a Walk in Eden in color book in Amazon, you'll probably find it there. Okay, next. So anyway, I just, I kind of copied them. I kind of drew them whatever I want. Because I just felt like doing these. Now, sometimes y'all know I will take, and let me just do that because I don't want to do it here because the reason I'm doing it in this thick one, this has nice thick paper, is to do watercolor ink or whatever on it, maybe even some Copic markers. I haven't tested this yet. I just got it, sketched this, and that's as far as I got in this book. But I want to do a sketch. Let me do it in this one. So let's just go to a random page here. And I'll show it to you in a pen and ink and just draw it in ink. So one of the nice things about just using a ballpoint pen, and y'all know I did my last year's Inktober, my movie monster. Was last year Movie Monsters? Or was that the year before? Anyway, when I did, I think it was last Inktober. I'm going into my 7th year this October. I drew everything with just a ballpoint pen and then went in with ink brush and ink and did filling in darker and all that. But one of the nice things about just having a sketch, hi Ashley, one of the nice things about just having a sketchbook and a ballpoint pen is for you to be really loose. All right, so I'm going to do the same drawing or something similar here as this one that I drew on the other page, and I'll draw it, you know, kind of the same size. So what I do is I just kind of sketch it out here. It's a little smaller than the other one I did, but the nice thing about a ballpoint pen, believe it or not, is how you can get lights and darks, thick and thins with it, and so let me just kind of get an initial sketch on here. I'm not going to put the snail, just like I didn't put the snail on the other one. Let's kind of go there, and then that's where the flower will be. So sketching with a ballpoint pen is good to get your eye-hand coordination going. Now, the thing about a ballpoint pen is the ink will start balling up on the tip, right? So you'll need to, you know, clean off the tip of the ballpoint pen every now and then. Otherwise, you'll get blobbies, which that's okay too. Okay, so let me move these other ones. I'm not using those. All right, so then I'll just kind of then I'll get in here with more detail. And there's no erasing, right? There's no erasing with the pen. But it's good. It's also good for quick sketching. If you're doing, you know, if you're at the zoo or, you know, urban sketching or something and you want to do quick sketching. Because you're trying to capture the idea more than an exact replication, although you can do that too with it. You just got to take more time. And I'm not doing exactly every spike where they did theirs. And I know I'm not watching chat as much, guys, so. Some spikes here and there. Do a couple more. This. All right, so you kind of see, you know, a quick little sketch. I didn't do much on the flower up here. And then you can do different things. You can do ink, watercolor, you know, whatever. And then let me take a brush pen. If I just wanted to do it in black and white, I can take different brush pens and do more detail. Let me just squeeze out just a little more. No, I'm not talking as much. I'm trying to get as much examples done here for you guys as I can. And you could also use your regular brush, dip it in the ink, you know, like I pour out ink in on my little soapstone dishes. I just pour ink out and use a brush, regular paintbrush. You can do that too. So you don't have to have brush pens. You can have just ink. Okay, let's see what's going on. Hello, not in Nai guy, Nai guy. I know I'm not saying that right. I think from Vietnam. Am I right? Oh, let's see. And you can take more time. I'm just trying to sketch this out really quick for you. Okay, just to kind of give you the idea. And you can go back in. You can do more shading and do more. You can do more with your, with your what do you call it, a ballpoint pen. You can do some cross hatching and more shading. I like to scribble instead. A lot of people will have, cross hatch like this for shading, and you can get a lot of detail like that. You can get thinner and thicker, and I think I ran my pen over some wet ink, so you can get different gradients of shading with the cross hatching. I like scribbling. I like scribble shading, but that's just me. Thanks, Tina. Let's see. So you can do either or both or whatever. I like scribble shading because you don't have it's not an exact science. Neither is cross hatching for that matter, but I just like the way scribbles look. That's just me. So anyway, I hope y'all are getting some ideas, working in your Society of Idea Collector notebooks. And you can take more time than what I'm doing here. But it's the same. I don't know if I have it handy. Hang on. Let me see. I'm hoping my jet pen order comes in on streaming. Let's see where. Let's see here. Nope, this isn't it. Hang on, guys. I'm looking. Looking. Not sure it's in here. Is it in this one? I got so many portfolios going. I forget where I put stuff. Ah, here we go. All right. So these are just some of the copies. This isn't the originals, but these are shrunk down. Where are the originals? What do I do with them? But some of my monsters that I did, like for Inktober, Movie Monsters My Way, here's what I'm talking about where I filled in. This is just a copy. It's not the originals are really big. But fill it in with a brush and ink. And then this is just all done with a ballpoint pen. Okay, it's all just done with the ballpoint pen. Let's see. Bye, Attache. All right, so here's a couple different ones. And again, these are just copies that I've shrunk down. There's the Wicked Witch of the West. But again, it's all just scribbled with a ballpoint pen. There's my Invisible Man. Did a lot of, Japanese. They're all the old ones. Like there's the Fly. What else do I have in here? I made copies of a lot of them. I didn't make copies of all of them, but Predator. So anyway, these are just some copies of the originals. I just wanted to show you the scribbling technique. The scribbling technique of shading. Oh, hi, Tori. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. So anyway, I'm just going to do a little bit of. So anyway, I just want to show you there's like lots of different ways that you can draw and sketch, and then we can add color. Let's see, what do I want to do? Let me get a watercolor. Hang on, where's my watercolor? Let's use a watercolor brush. Okay, let's bust out some watercolors and see what we want to do. I need to prop this up though. Let's find something to prop up under there. Prop the book up a little. Okay. So yeah. So this one's very like turquoisey almost. So let's just see. Let me get my brush working. Let me get my brush working here. Hang on. This one, I may need to grab another one. There it goes. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some teal color here. I think that's good. And we'll just play on this for a minute. I'm just going to just do the straight teal color. I'm not mixing any other color right now. But a ballpoint pen, you can go over with, now I wouldn't scrub it. I wouldn't go as far as to say you could scrub it, but you can go over it. Okay, then let's water that down. I should just put some water with this. Very thin. Is it too flashed out? I know I'm probably missing chat, guys. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. Okay, then maybe some of this, let's do maybe a little sienna color here. Maybe a little bit more burnt umber. Do this here. So you can do real quick little sketches with, now this is thin. This book is just thin sketch paper. You got to be aware of how you're, what kind of paper you're using, because it's not the paint that ever goes through. It's always the water. Let's see. Let's add a little bit of, darken that up just a little. Okay. This isn't quite dry enough for me to add another layer. Want a little bluer in there. If you really want to see some awesome watercolors, though, Kathy, Janet does some good watercolors too. She just doesn't do them often enough. She just doesn't do them often enough. Okay, and then maybe if I want some yellow, a little bit of this yellow color. And let it dry. You got to layer it up. Oh, I wanted this right here to be blue too. There we go. Keep a Kleenex in your hand to dab. Like the blue, Jonica? Lazy wench who was. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see. Then this one they have, and again, this is just off a stylized sticker. They could have been making up their colors too, having different colors on the different parts, the different arms, if you will. I'll get some more water of theirs as well. A little yellow in there maybe. And then this other one's a totally different color green on the picture. And again, you don't have to follow the picture. Do what you want. Let's see. Let's put that there. And then a little more of the green. Just something quick like this. Okay. So that's just with your ballpoint pen. And I added a little bit of what do you call it? I don't even know who made it. It's Japanese, so I can't tell you what it is. Don't know. But you can get these on I actually think you can get these at Hobby Lobby too. Maybe Michael's too. Brush pens. They're full of ink. So you can get, thick, thin, and you can also get like brushy, see? And you can get thick and dark. And if you squeeze, every time you squeeze it, it's going to fill up, and you won't be able to do this. And once you squeeze it, it's going to be want to fill in. Let's see. All right. Yeah, do you have any questions or anything? I'm going to keep just adding a little bit more color down in here. It kind of carries up. So, yeah, but if you want actual tutorials and lessons, Kathy Arbor does lessons every Tuesday. Is that when she does the watercolor lessons, Picola or Janet? Or did she just happen to do one on Tuesday? Okay, so there you go. So you can do something like this. And then again, over here, I have it done in pencil. So if I want to paint it in, I don't know if I want to do it in watercolor, though. I was thinking ink. But, oh, okay. Tuesday at 1 Eastern. Is that her watercolor show, though? Because she's also on Thursday. I just didn't know which one was her watercolor show and which one was just her, like, regular show. So, okay, let's see. Do I want to do this in watercolor? Or do I want to do it in ink? I'm kind of thinking I want to do it in ink because then I can use my brushes and I can also use my white Posca. You can do a little bit of Posca over watercolor, but first off, you have to make sure it's 100% dry. Make sure it's 100% dry, and then you may be able to do a little bit of Posca, but I think I might do some inks. So let's go. Oh, whoa. Let's dab up some of this because I just got it down in the groove there. I just don't want it to go everywhere. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Let me see about some inks. And you can do it in color pencil, right? All right. So let's see here. Let me pull some of my Liquitex inks. And I got F and FW and different ones. Let's see. I don't know what I'm going to need. You know, I got some of these. I got some of these. I don't know which colors. I don't know. I just want to let's test some colors too while we're here. All right. So I'm not going to pull all of them, but I got my Bombays here. Let's do a little ink test. Play with the little ink, and I'm going to have to get out my horribly, as Janet calls, petri dish water brush to keep cleaning my brushes. Well, we'll do a little play with this. All right, let me take a sip of juice. All right. Couple baby wipes. Keep my hands clean. I am hoping my mail comes and I can show y'all my jet pen order. It's supposed to be here today. I don't know that my Amazon order will be here today. I mean, before, because it'll be coming Amazon, and they can come at any time. It's out for delivery, you know. All right, so let me move all this off here, and we'll test, and I'll tell you what colors. We'll do a little color swatch here, just to practice with the inks. So I don't like to use water brushes with inks like this because it can ruin your water brushes. So I'm just going to get a regular brush. Let's get a thin one and a thicker one. So I'll get my mermaid brushes out. And let's see. Let's get one that's a little bigger. I got my mermaid brushes and my unicorn brushes. So these are the mermaid ones. They come in all different sizes, and they have the black, they're all not, I won't say acrylic, not either. They're, what's the word I'm looking for? Not natural. And then these are the unicorn ones, and they come in all different sizes too. Get them at Hobby Lobby. All right, so let's just test. Let's just get the water out. You always want to get the tips of them wet to start. And let's just test out some colors here. Some colors. Okay, so do I want to put it? Let me see. Maybe I want to put it in. I have the other palette down there. I have these. Some of these palettes, and I think I'll just roll with this. I'll just roll with this one. I got about 3 of these little porcelain ones, depending on what I'm working on. You're welcome, Sylvie. Thank you. Karen Dash, Crayola. Julia, I'm not sure what the question is. Do you mean the Neocolor 2? The Neocolor 2 water-soluble crayons? Is that what you're talking about or asking about? Hi, Nettie. Kimberly. Good to see you, Tori. Glad you're here. Same thing for Deb Bissop. Glad y'all are here. Sylvie. Okay. Okay, go clean the house. All right, so let's just put a couple different drops. All right, this one is violet. This one's Liquitex. And I'm not going to water it down. I'm just going to just do a straight color test here. Okay. So this is violet. Muted violet. This one's muted violet. And let's see if it's going through. I don't think it will because it's thick, but no, it's not going through. Okay, so that's muted violet. Again, now I got to clean my brush every time. Janet. Oh, there's no comparison between Crayola and Caran d'Ache. For one, Caran d'Ache, at least now, if you're talking about you're talking about the waxed ones. I don't have any waxed Caran d'Ache because I only wanted the Neocolor 2 water-soluble ones. But I can almost guarantee you there's no comparison between Crayola and Caran d'Ache. Caran d'Ache is amazing. Oh, opposites. Oh, see, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not keeping up with all the nuances of the chat today. Sorry. If you're talking about opposites, those would be more now see, I got syllabus stuck in my sorry guys, I'm on too many rabbit trails in my head. Those would be similar, not opposites. Because they're the same thing, just one's a better quality than the other. It's not an opposite. Yes, my experimental growing, Darlene. Okay, so I don't know what colors I'm going to use over here yet or anything. So I'm just going to play with some colors. These are some of the muted ones, I think. Yeah, let's see what this one is here. I think this is a red or a rose color muted. So it's just a little redder. That's more purple. That's red violet. Okay, again. Clean off the brush every time. I'm just trying to see what colors I might want to use. Okay, so then we got muted. I think this is muted gray. Get the lid off here. I just want to dab it in or is this muted teal? Muted green. Okay, this is muted green, which is kind of a, let's see, maybe I don't want to zoom in because you can't see none of the inks or anything. I don't know that helps. I think right here you're able to see the colors the best. All right, let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to use that color for this cactus. What's that, Rachel? Oh my gosh, give a new definition opposite. Do you go back and revise your list? I think y'all are really funning each other in the chat today. Okay, so this one, let me put my thing down here so I can get the lid off here. This one is muted. This is muted gray. Oh, it looks like purple though. Is it muted gray? It says muted gray, but it looks kind of purpley. That's purple. That's not muted gray. That's purple. I don't know. That's what it says on the jar. When I use them, I can see the color through it, so I don't even read them. I just look at the color through the light. Okay, so this one is Liquitex, quinachrome magenta. So this one's going to be nice and bright. Let's just put it over here in this little spot right there. This is Liquitex. Look how bright that one is. Okay, clean the brush. I'll clean out my water dish later, Janet. Oh my gosh, what is Devin saying? I'm missing a lot of chat, guys. Again, if you're talking to me, put it in caps. Otherwise, I will be missing what you're saying. Okay, so this one is muted turquoise. All right, let's see. Let's just put a dot over there. I don't know. This one looks kind of like the green, actually, but we'll see. Oh, no, it's much brighter. It says muted, but no, this is just, yeah, muted turquoise. Okay. So those are some of the Liquitex ones I have. I have a whole bunch more. I just grabbed a handful. Okay, then these are the Bombay. Whoops, I don't want to get that. Let me get my, pat that dry there. I got water on my. I knew I will. Janet, I will. I will clean it out. Maybe not exactly after the show, but it will get cleaned out. Because I can't use that water, even though I have one side that's cleans it and the other side with clean water. They'll get mixed up, and I don't want ink on my next project. So I will clean it. Believe it or not, I do clean the water out a lot. I do, Janet. I promise. And if y'all missed me reading Janet's zine earlier, please go back. Okay, so these are the Bombay, the little ones that come in those little round sets. Again, I didn't pull out the whole set. I just pulled out a handful of colors just to test them out and see what we want to use. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Mary's on 98 of her list. See, guys? Well, Mary's kind of a little bit of an exception, but now I'm going to need a pipette. I'm going to need a pipette. I can't get this one open. I don't think I need the teal one, but I'm going to need a dropper to get these out. So where's my pipettes? You know, the little plastic squeezy things. I don't know if I can put my hand on one. Hang on. Let me see if I can find one in one of these. I haven't used one in a while. Where are my pipettes? Oh no. I'm not finding one, guys. Oh, and I found something else, so I'll have to get this out for show Janet. Okay, I don't know where my pipettes are. I hate to dip my brush in there, but I do that. It's not a good idea. You want to make sure your brush is really clean before you dip it in there. Well, you can pour some out, but you really need the little dropper, right? They're called pipettes. You know, some people call them pipettes, but they're plastic squeezers, droppers. I can't find my droppers. I don't know where they are, but I did come across this. Look, Janet, look. I used to use these when I would go out when I needed water to go out. Look, I think these actually came with Easter eggs years ago. These used to come with the Easter egg dies, and you would stand these up and then you put water in these, and then you could dye your eggs in them. I used to have a whole bunch of them. I only kept one or two. But they're good for travel, right? But they used to come in those Easter egg dye kits. I don't know if they still do that. I haven't dyed eggs in some years, but just mash down. So you can just mash them down like that, Tina. So you can put your water in there. It's a little water dish, right? It's a little water cup. I had to show that to Janet because it's clean. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she hasn't got a hold of these and thrown these away yet, Janet. But I can't. She may have got to the pipettes because I can't find them. I don't know where my pipettes are. Maybe they're over here with my brushes. Oh my gosh. I really would like to use it so I don't mix my inks, but I can't find one right now. But the plastic droppers. Okay, so let's see. Maybe this is enough inks to use, except maybe a yellow. So a turquoise, it's gonna probably be similar. So are these purple and magenta. That's gonna be similar. Maybe the red, but I'm not gonna use red. And then we got a sepia and a Van Dyke brown. I might want to put these three out. Yeah, yeah, Nanamo. Okay, so my brush is nice and clean, believe it or not. All right, so let's open the yellow. And don't do this at home. You don't want to dip your brush in your ink. You really want to pour it out or pipette. You want to, squeeze some out into here. But I'm going to use it because, yeah. All right, so there's some yellow. And these are the P.H. Martin Bombays in India ink. Okay, so there's the yellow. Now, I'm going to clean my brush really well. I'm going to clean it off on the baby wipe. So it's pretty clean. It's pretty clean. All right, and now let's do the sepia. It's kind of a gray brown color. Okay, clean the brush. I don't want to get water. I keep dripping water on my drawing. And then this one is Van Dyke brown. Oops. There we go. All right. I put a lot on there. Okay. Clean my brush. Let's dab up some of that. Got a lot on there. Okay. All right, so let's see. Yeah, exactly, Aunt Beck. All right, so but I think I'm not going to go with the Bombay because I can't find the pipette. I'll go with these muted colors. All right, so let's see. I think I'm going to go with the it says the green. It's not the green one that I want. I think it's the I didn't put out the Liquitex blue. Let's do that one. See, a pipette has a dropper like on there. Okay, but this is blue. Let's go ahead and test this Liquitex. Oh, that is the same one, isn't it? That is the same one. All right, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to add a little water to that. I'm going to water that down. Okay, water this down even more. I want it real light. I want it just a real light coat at first. And let's see how see how this works. So the thing about the inks, the Liquitex ink, as opposed to the watercolor, is this will be waterproof, right? This will be waterproof when it dries. So I can add regular ink, like black ink, and I can use, what do you call it? Posca over it. So I'm just going to put that as an initial coat there. So I have it thin like watercolor, but because it's ink, it'll be waterproof. Okay. If I want a little lighter area there, let's just go ahead and dab a little area, lighten it up right there. All right. So I got way off track. All right. Then let's see. Let's go back over here to one of these other colors. One of this. This is the muted. I think this was the muted. It's called muted pink, but I think it's this one. But I'm going to do this bottom thing. It's kind of a pinky purple color. I've watered it down over there. I'm not being real particular about the colors. I just want them kind of on here just to show you guys. I just want to do a little demo for you guys here. Okay, so here we go. And then maybe neither one of these are that purple color, but I'm going to do one that color. Then I'll do one of them green, and then I'll do the flower yellow. I'm just doing different colors here. Again, kind of inspired by stickers, but I'm not copying the colors, obviously. And yeah, they are pretty colors, these muted ones. Okay, the yellow, I didn't put any yellow out there. Let's put where's that green? I think this is called muted gray, but which one was that? Is that no, that's purple. I'm calling, why are they calling that one? That's purple. It's not gray. All right, let's try I want the green. Is this it? Add some water. Well, that's kind of that's a little bit different color than this. I'll gray that side down. I'll gray this side down. But what I want is the green. Why am I not finding the green? Blue. This green. I want that color right here. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let's water that down. Nope, I think that's the same color. Oh, anyway, we're going to roll with it. No, that's a different color. Okay. They're all muted, and the blues and the greens kind of look alike. Set a little bit on there. Okay. Now let's go with the yellow. Or, yeah, open up the yellow. Hope my brush is clean enough because I'm going to just throw a little yellow on there. And then just a little bit of that blue can mix in. Okay. Clean the brush again. Back to some of these colors. Just going to throw some on there. All right. There's a start. All right, let's dry. Let's dry this. No, it shouldn't, Julia, because no, it didn't. This is like, I don't know, 110 at least weight. It's very thick. Very thick cardstock in this sketchbook. Bye, Mary. Thanks for stopping in. Y'all make sure and follow Mary. Let me just dry some of this over here too, because I'll be making a mess if I close this book. Gotta have it 100% dry though. Otherwise you go to put ink on it and it's just gonna bleed. Let's dry the back. From the back, that helps too. I love those 2 packs of the 8x8 Arteza. Oh, I didn't buy the water. No, maybe I did get the watercolor ones. Oh, no, I don't know which ones these are. These, let me ask you, Devin, if this is the watercolor ones. I'm not sure. These ones? Well, let me get one that doesn't have some all filled in. Are they like this? Like this? They're thick. Is this like what you're talking about? Where's a page that got something on it here? Like this, Devin? I'm not sure if that's what you mean. See, this one's almost full. This one's almost finished. I'm not sure if this is the same one as you're talking about. And they come in the little size too, the little like 4x4. I love those Arteza, whatever you want to call them. Mine are more beige cover. Okay, so maybe the beige one is watercolor then? Okay, so that's probably how you tell the difference, Devin. The gray is like it's thick, but it's not watercolor paper. So yeah, that's probably it. The beige ones are probably watercolor. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Devin. Hi, Ray. Hi, Faithful Mess. We're going to give away one of your books today. So if y'all know, y'all can be thanking Faithful Mess who gave us these books for giveaway. I still have two more, I think, after this one. So I think she sent four. So yeah, we gave away one G Brody one, and she made a video where she thanked us and Faithful Mess. So if you don't follow G Brody, she won last week before last, whenever it was, last week. Anyway, she already got it. And I sent it book rate too, but she got it already. All right, so here is the watercolor on top of waterproof ink. So this is waterproof ink with a ballpoint pen and with, where is it? Where'd the pen go? Okay, so this is watercolor on top of the brush ink and ballpoint pen. Now it's water. I mean, I can now still go back in here and do more details and stuff. I can still go back in here, which I will. But and maybe make some like cactus shaped things in here, something like this. I just right now just wanted to get down the watercolor. So this is watercolor on top of the ink. Here we're going to put ink on top of ink. Okay, this is ink on top of ink. Oh, thanks, Namo. We're still working on it. I mean, again, see, this is a nice thing. That's what I love about a ballpoint pen. See, now you can go in here and play and do little details and, just play with all those little spiky things, make some different shapes like that are in cactus. Go up here and make the little, make some little shapes around the little pointy, the little bumps that are on cactus. Just go in here and play, make some more shapes in these flowers. Just more doodling in there. Not lifting up my pen, just dragging the pen across the whole thing. Some more spikes maybe. Let's go down here and do some more detail in here. Just holding this up in the air. So yeah, you can play with the ballpoint pen. Ballpoint pen is your friend. Okay, so now hopefully this is 100% dry. So we can go in here and you can either go in here with ink and a brush, or you can go with your ink pen. You can go with your ballpoint pen. It's probably easier if I just go in here with, a brush pen or something. Yeah, I'm not liking that. It's not dark enough. Gotta have it black. Let's see here. I'm looking for a different brush pen other than this one. This is kind of thick. Kind of trying to look for something a little thinner. What's this one? This is the Pigma. No, that's too thick too. I want thin, but I don't really want a technical pen, I want something thin, but not a technical pen. I want a brush pen. Let's see about this one. It's kind of thick as well. See the other side. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I'll use this side. And again, these are the Japanese ones that you get on jet pens. Kathy Berg yesterday showed she got some I think it was jet pens. Is somebody here that was at Kathy's yesterday? I think it was at Jet Pens. Show the pencil case again. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure. This one? This one, Janet? I'm not sure which pencil case. This one? Logan sent me this for my birthday from LA. It's a matte tote brand. What was I saying? Oh, so Kathy Berg showed some different brown pens. Said she got it from Jet Pens, a sampler. Um, okay, thanks, Devin. It was the brown sampler. Okay, it was from Jet Pens. So my point is, and Janet and I've done this a lot of times too. If you buy get a brush pen sampler from Jet Pens, it'll probably be about $25. You'll probably get 8, 10 different pens, but you'll get a sampler of all the different ones. And now it may have originally come in a sampler set, but I've since bought some of these individually. So hi, Michelle. Oh, Terry Trouble's tote pencils. Okay, where did I put those? Oh, okay. Yeah, because she still has some of these for sale. Okay. So these are two of the ones that I got from Terry Trouble. And I think if Picola or somebody, does anybody have a link to Terry? Because I think somebody said she still has some of these for sale. They're cloth and they're well made. And her little tags on it. The zipper, it's just like so nice. They're so nice. And some have handles and some don't. So you'll have to ask her about that. You'll have to ask her which ones have the handles and some of them don't. So, but here they are here. And of course, they're all going to be slightly different because, she's handmade these. These are what I keep my Fude Touch in. And this one, they're both the same pens. There's just too many for one, but I think I have every color of Fude's. So, yeah. Oh, okay. So Janet just put in there's Terry's email. So if you want one of these, you can email her and ask her how much. I think somebody said there were 30 plus shipping. And I'm telling you, they're well made. This one's a little bigger than this. So the ones with the handles are slightly bigger, probably a little bit more. So I'm not sure how much she's selling each one for. Thanks, Tina. Okay, so yeah, thanks, Janet. I wasn't sure when I showed so many different pencil cases and stuff. All right, so let's go back to this and let's go to the small. Is that the small side? No, this one. So what I can do is I can go in here with any of these, right? I can go in here with any of these and play with detail. Let's see. I will zoom in on this one because it's going to be, you won't be able to see anything. It's still going to be tiny because I'm putting tiny details. You're welcome, Janet. So I'm going to work on this till probably 11, and at 11 I'll do our giveaway. So this one has some little, and you can just do as much detail as you want. You can put some outlining, you can put the little dots and a couple of little spiky things. You can also go in here. You can go in here with your ballpoint pen. You can go in here with your ballpoint pen and do shading, or you can just do lots of doodling with your pens, with whatever pen. I just wanted a small one. See, this is tiny. I can get this thick, thinner, thicker, thinner. See, because it's a brush nib. So depending on the pressure you put on it, will give you the different thicknesses. You can make this one a little hairy, a little furry. But again, if you want to see some, really nice watercolor and not just nice watercolors, but actual tutorials, Kathy Arbor does tutorials. These are not tutorials. I'm just doing some demos, right? Just doing some demos. I'm not doing tutorials. But Kathy Arbor actually does tutorials. It does kind of look like an undersea creature, doesn't it, Judy? And hi, by the way, and you could do a combo. You can make it a cactus and like for instance, well, let me give you an example. Okay, so up here, this is the inside of the flower. If y'all missed that color book I showed earlier, this is the kind of thing that I'm kind of referring to here. Okay, so here we got this little flower here. I'm just gonna do a little bit of. You really want to take your time because you want to get thin lines and thick lines. But what I'm thinking is you could do like almost like jellyfish instead of stamens. Like stamens, you could do like this, something like that. But if you do them wavy lines like this and it looks more like water, right? Like it's in the water. But then now when this dries, I'm not sure if this one, I didn't test. I don't remember if this one's waterproof or not. I should have done that. Because I was going to say, then you could go back in here with your Posca. So let's just go in here. And you could do this with your ballpoint pen. I just like this pen because it's so black. The ink is very, very black, right? But you could go in here more thicker, lines if you want some thicker stuff in here. If this one comes down into here. So you can do real thick lines, thin lines, and then again you can go in here with some, go in here with some Posca and put some more details in here. These little dots. But just play with it. It doesn't. We get so stressed out about things. Really, if you get too stressed out about it, you won't play and have fun and try new things. So I'm just playing with different ones. I can do some. And some of these little spikes would be nice to have the white Posca or a gel pen highlights on. So you have any questions or any comments or anything else on our society idea collectors or anything else? Let me know. And again. Ashley, I know I'm probably missing. Really gave this cactus a thanks, guys. It's just, that's why it's a sketchbook, so you can sketch, try different things, different colors, different thicknesses, And if you have your idea collector book, you need to, make sure that it's not so precious that you don't doodle. Of course, you can always go back and take things out and add things in if you use a 3-ring binder. But looks like a weird creature with wings. Let's put a couple of thicker. Maybe make some. Like little indentations where they're but you can do all kinds of doodling. You could Zentangle on this. I don't Zentangle, but just imagine it before I started doing the ink on there to paint this out, paint a cactus like this, and then do all your Zentangle on top of it. I think did Kathy do something like that too? Was it Kathy? Somebody did that. I don't Zentangle, so I just mostly just pay attention to Janet's Zentangles. But I think she did a Zentangle on top of a watercolor, didn't she? Did Kathy do a Zentangle on top of a watercolor? If she didn't, she would if y'all asked her. And then just with the ballpoint pen. Again, make sure you clean the tip off every now and then because it will build up. The ink will build up on a ballpoint pen. I'm just doing a little bit of each thing here. Let me make sure this is dry. And let's find a Posca. Yeah, did somebody ask me a question? I missed Bacola. I saw Bacola say, please use all caps. Kathy Arbor did. Yeah, that's who I'm talking. That's who I meant, Kathy Arbor. I'm sorry. The one that does the watercolor classes. She submitted as her ATC. Okay, maybe no, I saw her do something on her channel then. I haven't seen those. Oh, you haven't shown those yet. I haven't seen her ATC swap ones. So watch Janet on Monday. Okay. All right. So now let's maybe add some. And again, I can do this because this is ink, not watercolor. You still may be able to do some of this with watercolor if it's really dry and you're lucky. But you got to be careful with when something's a base of watercolor because it'll smear, right? Because it's watercolor. This is ink. So I'm able to do this like this with the white. But I could still do with watercolor some. I think we've done some on a color book page with watercolor and some Posca on top. But you got to be careful with it because it can move. It'll move the watercolor. Oh, okay. Devin said she did a large piece and cut it down as ATC. Okay, see, I didn't see that video, so maybe I just saw her working on it or something and not the cut down. I didn't see the cut down. And then maybe around. I'll hold this up a little after I put some of this on here. All right, let's come down here. All right, I think I'll get the idea. So did this one and played with this one with some watercolor. Well, here, let me go ahead and see what happens. Yes. Here we go. Let's go into a darker area over here. I'll have to wait and see how it holds up, but yeah, you can go on there a little. Let's go along this edge. Something like that. Posca's really, I love Poscas. They're good for so many things. Highlights. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm putting it on this one. It's kind of melding in, so to speak. You can see it a little. Do some dots. Do some here. Thanks, Devin. And we did them all based off of this collage sheet. Again, I did not add the snail, and I didn't do it like lined up. See how nice and neat. This is more like what a scientific illustration would look like, where it's perfect, you know, like every little dot's going to be in the right place. But again, what kind of threw me on this one and why I used it and why I liked it is the different arms on the cactus are not the same color as the cactus. You know, like this one's olive green. That's kind of a green gray. This one's turquoise. So they're different colors. So that's what I wanted to do. Now, the other thing you can do is from here, you can also go to your pencils. Oops. Turn off the heat gun. So now let's see what color do I want. Peacock green. That's dark green. I want peacock green. Where's peacock green? So now we can go in here and shade. Hi, G. Is this going to be a creator with? No, this is just some practice demos. G. We're going to do the giveaway here in a minute. Oops. I want to do the giveaway for another book like the one G won. So, and you could go back in here with ink again, but y'all know me. I love my color pencils. So, what the heck was that? Oh, I think the cat jumped up on the window downstairs when they saw Chippy. And then, do some more blending, some more. So you can this is why it's mixed media, right? Let's see. Hi, Debbie. Who else am I missing? So there's just so many effects you can get with all the different things, right? all the different, inks, pens, pencils. And again, if you want to do more textury stuff in the cactus. Drew a little cactus in pen. Oh, little sister. You drew a little cactus. I know it's fun. I'm just using, you can just go online and look up cactus, right? I just pulled that one. I was going to say sticker sheet, but they're not stickers. Um, Collage sheet, and just used it as a jumping off point for, something similar, but just doing whatever I want. Maybe this side has a little bit more of a edge to it over there. I'm trying to see if there's any more. Oh, thanks, G. You like it? Okay. Then let's see. Let's get maybe a brown or a sienna here. But anyway, and I can go over that Posca too with the pencil if you want to knock back. If you don't want it that bright white, go over the Posca with pencil, and it'll still show. You can still see the Posca under there, but it won't be bright white. You can knock it back. So any of these ideas that we did today, guys, not just the Society of Idea Collector, information, but any of this you can add to. You can add any of this to your ideas. You see some, writing your notes. Oh, white Posca, or whatever, anything that you didn't know before, write it down in your idea book. I'm telling y'all, I really can't stress it enough about writing things down. I know I've said it for years and continue to say it all the time, but if you will never run out of ideas, ever. You will always have creativity. You'll always have inspiration if you have a notebook. If you have a notebook of ideas. Just sip of juice here. Maybe a little more in the flower, this little piece here. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I'm going to do on this today. I think hopefully inspired you to try some different things. And, I am going to do one more thing. Hang on. I'm going to do one more thing. Let me put these back in the respective color-coded slots. I'm going to do one more thing just because I know not everybody's got inks, not everybody's got pencils, but let me get, let's see, hold on, this color. Let's get these two colors. We'll just go with these three colors and brown. Okay. But super tips are very, very inexpensive. I'll say budget friendly. They're water-based, so that's kind of going to be like a watercolor. Now, there's a couple things you can do with these. Let me see. I'll just use this. And you can do this on, you know what? Let me go ahead and do it on plastic. I'm going to show you the most budget-friendly thing I can possibly do. Piece of plastic here. And a piece of white paper underneath. Okay, well, there's white. Okay, so here's a piece of plastic. Okay, so with your, and you don't have to have a water brush. You can just have a paint brush that you dip in water, right? But you can put down your super tips on a piece of plastic. You can mix colors and make your own watercolors with super tips. Okay, so here with just super tip. Now we're going to put another layer on there, but let's just, let that dry. All right, now same thing with the brown. And this tan. Whoops. I dropped my water brush lid. Hang on. Where'd it go? Here. Let me clean off my water brush with a Kleenex. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to dry this. I can go back in with another layer. Let's add a little bit of the green to that and make it a little darker brown. Put a little bit darker around the edge there. I got it a little too green, but I want to show y'all the idea. Okay, it's a little shadow there. And then maybe another little bit of green. Let's be a little darker. Okay. You can do this, yeah. And so if you just have a piece of plastic, just have some white paper underneath so you can see your colors, right? Right. So it's just any kind of plastic packaging, All right, now I'm going to dry this. Now, if I want to add a little bit more detail straight with the marker. So you see how you can play with just the markers and water and your water it down just a little. It's best if you want to use it as a watercolor. If you want to use the super tips as a watercolor, it's much better to blend them on here than on the paper, because they're not going to blend on the paper like a watercolor is going to, especially because this is not watercolor paper, right? It's best if you want to mix some colors to mix it on your plastic. Mix it over here on the plastic to get your colors. And then go in with your brush. You'll get a much better blend. You'll get a much better result if you blend them on a piece of plastic rather than trying to do it on the paper. All right? Yeah, anything plastic. Yeah, anything plastic. Can I use Arteza watercolor book for journaling? Yeah, depends on what medium you're wanting to do on it, Rain. If you want to do collage on watercolor paper, you just have to be aware that when you collage down your pieces, that you're going to probably pick up the texture. The texture of the watercolor is probably going to bump up, make your collage piece bumpy. So you just got to test. That's why, you always use the back of your book here, of the last sheet in any sketchbook you have to practice. And then I can go in here now. I can go in here if I want, because for the pen and ink look, I can go in here with either a ballpoint pen. I can go in here and do some little, not that this needs it, but just to show you that you can. All right. You're welcome. All right, so we're going to stop now and do our giveaway, and I think that'll probably be it for the day. I hope this has been fun and got you some ideas and some inspiration. Let's back out a little. So we did a little bit of practice with inks, watercolor. I didn't get back in here with this one as much as I did in this one, but I think y'all got the idea, right? Could even, let's see, I didn't go back in here much with the dark. If you want to add more ink. And you can take it to any stage you want. You don't have to go that far with it, Julia. Okay. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and do our giveaway. Now, everybody stop. Let's take a moment. Let's take a breath. Here are the rules. Here are the rules for the giveaway. Do not put in a number until you see me type in go. When you see me type in go, let me get a Post-it note here. When you see me type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. Doesn't matter how many people are here, because it will be the first person closest without going over. So if the number that comes up is 50, somebody puts in 2 and somebody puts in 51, the 2 will win. It's without going over. The first person closest to the random.org, which I'm getting ready to pull up here, without going over. One number only. And like Tina said, make sure you have live chat clicked at the top. It won't matter to us in the mods because we do. But if you don't have live chat, if you have top chat, you will not see all the chat. You will not see all the numbers. You will not see if somebody else has put in the same number as you. So make sure you have live chat clicked. Okay? All right, let me go to random.org. Okay, so I have random.org. There's nothing selected. It'll be between 1 and 100 after everybody puts the numbers, and I'll generate a number. The first person closest without going over. Okay? Yes, it is U.S. only. It is, thank you, Janet. This is U.S. only. Okay? U.S. only. I can do a separate one for international if everybody will behave for a print. I'll do an international one for the print because I can't ship these books like this, guys. Here's the book we're going to ship. This, and I'm not joking. Even they don't do it. It costs more than the book to ship international. So I usually do a international. I'll do a print or something else smaller for a giveaway. Not that I don't want to do more international books and stuff. It's just, you might as well buy the book in your country for the price it costs to ship one of these books, right? So this is for U.S. only. Thank you, Janet, for reminding me to say that. and then we'll do a separate one. So if you're international, just hold on. Hold on, internationals. This is for USA only, okay? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, throw that away, throw this away. All right. And this is the Big Book of Less. Again, Faithful Mess sent us a bunch of these. And it's by Irene Smit and Astrid van der Hulst. They're in the Netherlands, and they are the ones that do make the Flow books and magazines. And I think G. Brody is going to do some projects out of it. She didn't show a complete flip through, but she just showed that she had won it and thanked me and Faithful Mess for doing the giveaway. And I think she said she's going to do some projects out of it. So be watching for G. Brody to do some things out of this book. All right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we go. 14. The first person closest to 14 without going over. Without going over. Okay? 14. And you have to be in the US. Don't make me come get you. Your mom would say. See, now I'm looking at this over here while we're looking at for the numbers. Look, this looks like a branch to me. I want to turn this into a tree branch over here just because it kind of looks like one. Okay, so yeah. Rhonda? Okay, which Rhonda? What's your last name? Or Rhonda? Okay, so Rhonda with an H. Rhonda, email me your address. Email it if you want it to go out this week. Email it right away. So she had 13. Okay, so Rhonda, here's my email. You are in the States, right? Rhonda, are you in the United States? Let me see her answer. Rhonda, are you in the United States? This is why I do this at the end of the show. From now on, we're doing the giveaways toward this. Yes, you are. Okay. All right. Email me your address, Rhonda, and we will send you out your Big Book of Less. All right. Now we're going to do an international. Now, depending on who wins, because some of the internationals that follow me already have got prints from me, and I don't want to send them the same print. So I'm going to do it international only. We're going to do the same thing all over again. International only, and then I'll pick out 2 or 3 prints and you can pick which one you want. Okay. International only between 1 and 100, and I will send you out one of my prints. Because a lot of y'all may already, I don't want to send you the same one that you already got for supporting the channel, right? Like Devin, she's probably have all my prints. But anyway, so we're going to do it all over again. Let me get back to random.org. Okay, and we'll generate a new number. Wait till I type and go international only, and that's anywhere else in the world besides the U.S. Anywhere else in the world. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, international only. And by the way, when I do the giveaways for the books, my mods can participate as well. Julie, Janet, Picola, Tina, they can participate in the giveaways as well. So, not the international ones. They can't participate in the international. Okay, so everybody that's international, put in your number. I'm going to count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now the last number that for the US was 14. We're going to generate a new number. Ready? 19. The first person closest to 19 without going over. 19. Okay. I don't know. I'm afraid to look at what Trisha said. Everybody's laughing. Okay, 19 without going over. Hedgie had 18. Okay, so Hedgie, it's Hedgewig Heavenly. Hedgewig Heavenly. Okay, so Hedgwick, you are international, correct? Okay, let me pull out some prints. You can pick one. Hang on. Let me get a sleeve. Let's see here. Hang on. We've got a few different ones you can pick from. Because I don't think Hedgie has ever got one of my prints before. So let's pick out a few different ones. Here's the rooster. Okay, let's see. Hang on, I'll be right there. Hang on. Okay, well here's 3 different ones to pick from. Okay, so Hedgie. Who's asleep? Yeah, there. Is she answering? Yes. Okay, so here's your choices. You can have a rooster. You can have a blue jay in space. Or you can have the armadillo. Which one would you like? Armadillo? Blue jay in space? Rooster? Did you say sent me some paint bits a week or two? No, I don't think so, Dorothy. Paint bits? I don't know what paint bits you mean, Dorothy. You might be thinking of someone else. I haven't sent anybody out paint bits. I don't know what paint bits, Dorothy. Sorry. Okay, you want the rooster. Okay, so all right, let's put Hedgie's rooster in a sleeve. And Hedgie, your rooster will go out as soon as you send me your address. You're welcome, guys. You don't remember? It's been a while, Arlene. The rooster was a few months back. Okay. So, any other questions or anything? You're welcome, Rhonda. Hi, Jane. So, we've just been doing different ideas with some ink, some watercolor, markers, pen. Like I said over here, I just decided that this kind of looked like a tree branch. So I started kind of making it one with a what do you call it? A ballpoint pen. Are you streaming on Monday? Yes, I am streaming on Monday. I am Picola. I will be here as far as, like I always say, the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I plan on being here Monday. But again, if my mods have things to do, people to see, places to go, my mods never, and I say this out loud for everybody to know, they are not obligated to be here at any time. They're not obligated at all. Yeah, mixes their paints on old coffee pot. Oh, I've done that, Dorothy, but I didn't send any out. I don't mix them on purpose on coffee lids. I mean, that's just where I just do my acrylic paint. But I didn't send any out, so I don't know. I don't know, Dot. It must have been somebody else. Thanks, Journey. You have a good day too. Thanks for lurking. Unless you said something earlier and I just missed it. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, everybody. Jacqueline, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Same thing for Journey. Anybody else I missed coming in? All right, guys. Well, Don't forget your Society of Idea Collector homework is to make a list of opposites and make some kind of art project, poem, photo, collage, zine, cartoon, anything you want that has to do with opposites. The idea behind all this is for you to collect. You're collecting information, you're collecting ideas, you're collecting lists, and you're recombining things and coming up with creativity and creative ideas. Okay. You're welcome, Joan Bell. Thank you. Thanks, Dot. Carla. Anybody else? Jane. Anybody else I missed? All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed day and a weekend, and I'm sure I'll see you guys at other people's street. Oh, one other thing I did want to mention again is if you like storytelling and watching somebody draw, go watch Edwin Boyette, his Lord of the Ring readings, where he's reading Lord of the Rings. Now, he does other things on his channel too, but look specifically for the Lord of the Rings, and he's drawing with Elrod. And I showed y'all his name. I think it's Elrod on IG. His nickname is Flash on Edwin's channel. If you want, and I don't get to make them, Arlene goes to them. I don't get to make them because very often because I have to watch the recordings because they're later. Edwin's in Hawaii, so he usually comes on about 9, 10, sometime like that p.m. But go back and watch the recordings where Edwin is reading. Let me show y'all if some of y'all are still here. Let me go over to Edwin's channel. I'll just show you briefly one of them on the I don't have my iPad in here, so I'll just have to show you on, just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. All right, let me go to this one. All right, let me zoom up a little further. Okay, here we go.
Won't you? He turned to the company. Must do without a hope, he said. At least we may be avenged. Let us gird ourselves and weep no more. Come. They have a long road and much to do. They rose and looked about them. Northward, the dale ran up into a glen of shadows.
All right, now let me forward a little so you can see some more flashes.
Was lost, the mountains sinking gray beyond.
I want you to see some more of flashes. Oh, I can't zoom in because it's on.
The armchair warlord asked earlier, did Chris talk?
So yeah, go over to Edwin Boyette's, and if you want to see, let me see here. Let me go over to IG and show you some of the drawings. Hang on, some of Flash's Elrod, some of his drawings here. Hang on, Elrod. So he draws these. He draws these while Edwin is telling the story. So while Edwin's reading the story, The Lord of the Rings, he's drawing. These are just like clips of it. That's not one, but here we go. So it's really cool. Yeah, Edwin has an awesome reading voice, doesn't he? Yeah. Arlene said Edwin can make a TV warranty manual sound good. That's so true, right, Arlene? All right, guys. Well, thanks for being here and hanging out. And and we will see you later. Bye, guys.